Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how I managed to repair a Samsung DVD drive for my original Xbox. This is one of the very late Xboxes that was kind of being sold off quite cheaply, and I decided what to do was to keep it in its original packaging for as long as I could. I did use it a little bit to start with. I quickly found a second-hand Xbox to kind of muck about with and to soft mod. So with that one I did a soft mod and put XBMC on it, so I could basically put videos and films and things on it as well as games. So that proved to be quite good, and I was able to rip films from the DVD drive to the Xbox hard disk. So in more recent years I've tried to sort of fire this one up and use it, but unfortunately the DVD drive was dead on it, and I thought, that's strange, hardly had any use, and you know, it's already dead. So I figured it can't really be the laser. And I did go down the route like most people do, thinking that it could be capacitors, but I spent a little bit of time on the internet researching, and under a Reddit post I found that someone had some success actually checking out the resistor values on the board of the DVD drive and managing to fix their drive like that. So that's what I actually did with this one. Now, the resistors that had failed weren't in the typical place where I thought they would be. So this is the original Xbox, and it's running 1.6 revision. Nothing else has been done on it. And for those that aren't sure whether or not they've got Samsung drives or not, without kind of taking these apart, it's a little bit sticky, that drive, but you can tell. So I have recapped the Xboxes that I've got that need recapping, so I've already kind of done that. So if you've got something like this, an SDG 605, that's probably the culprit. So these capacitors visually all look good. In my finding with the other board, what I found is I tested all of these resistors, and they seem to be kind of like an array of resistors. So there's single kind of components on here which have 4 resistors kind of in an array in that one component. So what you need to do is test all of these all the way along right to the end, and I did that on the other board and found that they were all fine. The values were all reading fine. What I did then is I tested these ones here on this side, and it was these that had 2 failures. One was an open, so it wasn't reading anything, and one was reading too high a value. So it was 2 resistors needed to be put in, and you can see it's quite small, delicate work. I made the mistake of pulling up the pad on this side. These are the values that I picked up. So I've already used a couple of these. There's 33R and 82R.
first one looks alright.
This is the DVD drive from my original Xbox that I was just about able to fix. What I did do here was work my way along testing all of these resistor arrays. As you can see, none of these look to be bad, so after that I thought, okay, what else can I check? So I checked over here, and there's another resistor array just towards the top of the video here in the center, and there I found two that didn't seem to be right. So one was open circuit and one seemed to read very high. So I did try with my terrible soldering skills to solder some resistors in place, and I was using quite a hot soldering iron. I managed to lift some traces off, so this is really shocking kind of soldering going on here, but for now it does seem to work. So what I've done there is I've had to kind of bridge off of a leg off of the chip there, and then kind of take that over and then make a very fine solder attempt here, because I lifted again the pad. So I really made work very difficult for myself, but I did manage to solder that into place there. Now they look very close, but they won't touch these resistors. So what I will do is add some glue to the PCB board just to steady them so that they kind of stay in place. But the good thing is it has meant that this drive does work now, so that is good. To add strength, I've added some epoxy, which should be fine. Just needs about an hour now to dry. The glue has set, left it overnight. Probably put too much on this end, but anyway,